Beaver, away!
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening to UGC's Week 5 of Highlander Platinum. Highlander Platinum. Between Danish Noises and Xenon. And this is going to be on King of the Hill product. And we're going to have a really close game here. My name is Chando. We have Wiethoofd on the camera. And I'm joined by Premiership Spy and Highlander Extraordinaire, Domaytoe. Domaytoe, how are you doing today?
Oh, evening. What an introduction. I'm doing very well to cast this again on my favorite map. This intense UGC Platinum. We all know European UGC is the pinnacle of Highlander action. And yeah, we have these two teams now. Danish Noises, that is, against Xenon. I'm hyped. Is this your favorite map as well, Chano? It should be. It is
I
now,
can't stand this map. I really can't stand this map. I really like watching it, and I really like playing any other class except my main on it. So I guess maybe in whenever we're playing mixes and stuff, I really enjoy it. But for when I used to play heavy, I can't stand it, and it'll always leave a permanent scar in my head.
Well,
so
it's I don't know, it's not that huge. You don't have to walk around with heavy. That's a huge plus, I think. You just have to stand in one position on the rock and get stabbed by a spy a billion times.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
fine.
what's not fun about getting stabbed over and over again? Just trying to hold rock. But hey ho, we're not here to discuss heavy mechanics. We're here to discuss these two brilliant teams. So Xenon, a team that has been formed for a long time by Icewind and held together more or less with a core group. So I've said this on every single time we cast them, and I usually see it that they have pretty good cohesion. I don't think they DM-wise are right on top of the leaderboards, but as one of the oldest teams in this season, I think that they've got a good shot at taking this. If they can work together well and push together well, they should be able to win these sort of maps. On the other hand, though, Danish Noises have got a lot of good DM there, although most of them unfortunately are aliasing, so I'm not 100% sure on who they all are, but I think there's Gorsten there, and I think Scrambled is also playing, so two very big players in the Highland scene at the moment. And so we're looking at a fairly close game here. Domaytoe, any predictions for you?
Yeah, before that I'm going to tell you a secret about the map.
Ooh.
It is decided by what team gets carried more, either by the flank or by the pick classes. And therefore, like you said, maybe they're not that good DM-wise. I can see potential though for Xenon, a lot. I know, I only played 1 week this entire UGC thingy, but I played with Xenon, and if they just let Kimo do his stuff, then he will get 9Ks all the time, and combine that with really good coordination and stuff. I just have to wait until the teams sort themselves out, so I know exactly what player is playing for which team. But it's also about combo play, I guess, but yeah, flank and pick classes are mostly what decides this map in general.
Yeah, no, definitely. I saw Kimo, I think it was on the game of Swiftwater, Kimo and Foz actually, both of them on the flank for Xenon, were doing tremendous work for the team there, and they actually ended up winning in the Golden Cap. So props to them for that, and yeah, Xeno and Foz really standing out in that map. Amongst that also Pendulum, quite an upcoming player that I've seen do really well on heavy, very committed to the class there, so that's really nice to see. So looking out for maybe some of those players there. On the other side though, I've already mentioned Gorsten. Zamperoni as well. I'm guessing he's playing NG. Very all-round good player. Failure at the moment. So some pretty good names here. So I think Danish Noises may have a more sort of flashy-looking roster, but when it comes to cohesion, I think that Xenon definitely got what it takes here. What about you? What do you think about this?
Yeah, my favorite name in the servers right now, Heavy Burning Fidget Spinner, which is Hearts, which is surprising because I don't know. Hearts known for memes. No, but I think the teams are sorting themselves out, so I would go with a roster rundown for blue team, which should be Danish Noises, I think, because they're only missing one player, so we should be going live soon. Yeah, but I think this would actually be a bit closer than I expected. Like I heard some predictions of people saying that actually played this UGC season, but looking at the players, it seems quite equal actually. We'll probably like just boil it down to the things we already said, and maybe also the medics will do something else than running Medigun all the time, because Product is definitely a good map to switch up to crits and stuff like that and really surprise. Also, it helps when the combo is when one combo has their forward hold really down, because you can get a lot of time out of that. So therefore I see a lot of room for coordination to win about to make up for, I don't know, DM or lag in other instances, as we should bring live soon, I guess.
Yeah, I certainly expect so. And yeah, I mean, you were saying about cohesion on this map, but while it is, I think everyone would agree, like a heavily DM-based map there, it's really important to be able to get your pushes right with your team. So having a full push is just as important as having some good players. And this is why I think Xenon really do maybe have what it takes to win this, because ultimately they've been playing a long time. The amount of times they've played this map must be coming into 3 digits as a team. So I expect to see some good cohesion, especially if it's like Chemo and Foz can hold down the flank well. And I don't know about their pick classes as much. I don't know who their spy is or their sniper right now until we actually go live. But I'm expecting good things from them.
Also, a good thing about Product, especially in Highlander, is like there's always action happening. Even though if it is a roll, which we're not hoping for, then we have 3 rounds of maybe meaningless, but we have frags on cam and that looks really good and stuff. So even if it's a roll, we still have 4 rounds of intense Highlander action before us. And I think the Danish noises are completely set in their roster, so I think I can get the rundown. Okay, they have some nicknames, but I think I have the most of them on my friends. So yeah, okay. So on Danish noises, on the blue team, that is, I guess that's Eine on Scout. Hart's probably playing Soldier. Gorsten nicknaming as Ghosten. See on Pyro. Then on Demo we have Scrambled. On Heavy is Zamperoni, I guess. On the Engineer class is Hammock, the infamous Engineer main. On Medic we have Anus Stretcher. And on Sniper we have Starshot. Who do we have in Spy? The most important class. We have Zodiac, and big surprise now. We have a German spy in the server, which means I'm a bit biased towards the blue team now.
Yes, and coming in on the red team will be Xenon. We got Chemo on Scout. Very, very good player indeed for this team. I've seen him do great things. I'm expecting great things again. Foz as well coming in on Soldier. That's going to be the flank there. Jedi Flame Master, old veteran player. Very smart with that flamethrower of his. Playing Demo. It is Fish playing Demo. Pendulum playing Heavy. Kirik playing Engineer. Icewind playing Medic. Deity playing Sniper. And Vinegar playing Spy. So, and I think I've got all those right. Maybe there'll be some minor changes, but pretty sure that. And I do get ready to go live now. Maybe some more specific predictions here from you, Domaytoe. What are you thinking? Close game, roll, and in whose favor?
I wanted to force you to make a prediction on what team is going to win, so I can completely negate this prediction. But yeah, sure. Like I don't know. Like I was going to root for Xenon until I saw the German spy. I think I'm going to root for the German spy as well as Xenon. So I'm rooting for Xenon, and I predict a 4-2 if they are going to win, which they definitely are going to win.
A 4-2 for Xenon?
Yes.
4-2 for Xenon. Okay, yeah,
because it's 42.
And for Zodiac to pound.
Yes.
Of course, of course.
For him to get like 120 points because Spy's easy class.
I mean, yeah, we may be able to get that. Yeah, we may be able to see that, maybe. And for me, I'm going to have to say, I'm going to be kind of similar. I reckon Xenon will have what it takes, but maybe a slightly close game coming in at 4-3, maybe 4-2, something like that. So I think you're pretty accurate there. And as almost all the players are live in the server now, we should be getting ready to ready up soon. We're sorry about the delays here, guys, but this is Highlander after all. You know how it goes down. You know how long these pre-games can take.
I'm sorry, you have to pick the other team. It doesn't work like that. You have to root for the other team now.
Oh, right. Sorry. Okay, all right.
Chando, what is your prediction on this game?
I will be rooting for Danish Noises because I like Denmark. I don't know. Why not? But yeah. I mean, when it comes down to this map, I mean, yeah, DM's a big deal as well. So demos and snipers, big deal on this map, indeed. So we got to also look at that. I don't know who's playing demo for Danish Noises. I believe it is Scram. I've seen him go huge in the past. Traditionally heavy main, but I guess he's branched out and started playing demo as well, and I've seen him do pretty well on it. So hopefully we should be able to see some good things from him. And likewise Fish as well. Been playing for a long time. He's been playing since I've been playing. And I've seen him play nothing but demo, and he always does well. And no matter how good or bad Xenon seem to do in a game, Fish will always do pretty well for himself and keep his team up there. So kind of excited to see how he performs as well.
He will do good, because when I started playing, he was a German spy man. So he will pound as well.
Who, Fish?
No, Eine.
Oh, Eine. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's really good.
And Eine is, I don't know, like, I think he took a break, but now he's back to kill players, and we all know that Revolver just translates to scattergun, so I think they also have that DM, and also they have the power of memes. You cannot deny that with having hearts on your team. I don't know if Beggars is still allowed, actually. I think some people said it wasn't, but I think it is.
Yeah, not 100% sure on that one. I mean, I don't know if the Beggars is any good anymore since they nerfed it so long ago, but yeah, I mean, he certainly was the master, the deity, if you will, of the Beggar's Bazooka until it was unfortunately nerfed. That was a sad day for Highlander soldiering, in my opinion, but that is another story. We don't want to get into an argument about the Beggar's Bazooka because it certainly has caused enough in the past. We're here to talk about Koth product, though. Yeah, so as a spy main, then Domaytoe, you know my thoughts on this map. What do you think about this map? Are you a fan?
I think it's a good map, because as I was saying, like, pick classes can make huge difference, and they can carry, and even bad pick classes can look good, because it's such an open map for pick classes, and you can just get so many frags. But also what I really like about this map is just that it's not that far spread and everything. Some people say it's a bit too small for Highlander. Maybe that's actually, like, it's a bit true, I'd say, but I've always liked to call on the teams I was on, and I feel like it's really a good map to constantly call rotations and everything, which keeps things fresh. And I like, just generally calling positions and quick rotations can also work out in your favor if your team is actually following up on them. So yeah, like, this map has its all, you know. Like, you can win with DM, you can win with pick classes and flank. I mean, of course, yeah, that's DM, but also with rotations and stuff. Like, it's an awesome map. It's so fast paced, and you can get comebacks so much more likely than on other maps in Highlander. It's just, I don't know, I could just go rambling, but, you know, I could just praise this map the entire night, and I will. But what are these teams? They are not even 30 minutes in, and I think we're going live soon.
I believe we're going to be going live soon. Only 20 minutes late, which isn't really that bad for Highlander, I suppose. Again, sorry, ladies and gentlemen, for the delays here, but just to recap real quick, Xenon versus Danish Noises, week 6 of UGC Platinum Highlander, covered by Critscast, every week, tune in every week on Monday, around the same time, at around 21 European time, for coverage of UGC Highlander in the run-up to ETF2 Highlander here. And yeah, we'll be going live real soon with this match on King of the Hill product. And
okay, I think Hearts left the server. They have Habib now, the Danish Noises. So
I believe that is a player called AM.
Oh really? I thought Habib was an actual player.
No, his name. That's. I'm pretty sure that's AM. I might be mistaken, but we'll go by heavy for now. But as we do go live here, we're going to see who's the first to the midpoint here. Fish, Demo Man coming up on that left rock there, putting out some good stickies onto the blue side. It's going to be Xenon on red. They are going to walk straight across the point. Scrambled instantly goes down to false before getting taken down by Gorston. Good pick there. No Demo Man's going to set Danish Noises back a bit as they do now seem to have control of this map. Pendulum pushing across the point there, but Deity gets stabbed by Zodiac, and Pendulum gets sniped by Starshot. Vinegar going down as well, Fish as well. This is actually, in a ton of events, going really bad now for Xenon, as those pit classes came in and did their work for Danish Noises, and now Danish Noises just pushing straight across the point there. Zamperoni, I believe that is playing heavy, just walking straight across that point there, not giving up any space, trying the Natasha out, which interesting play. But I guess if it's going to slow down those pesky scouts, then it's going to do the whole team a favour. And now they've got that point there, and it's looking very good for them. They're able to set up quite nicely. Starshot playing pretty far forward. There is going to fall back and fire. Equal Ubers, meanwhile, as Xenon up on that cliffside. Combo maybe getting ready to make a push here. The sentry is just getting spammed by Foz there, but not a lot of picks coming out either side, as Habib goes down to a pick by Vinegar, and Scrambled gets picked off by Deity. This might be where they need to be pushing across now.
Push comes in, like blue team has better push and Pendulum gets stabbed. You could perfectly see how aggression got soaked up a bit before that, but at the moment Xenon is doing pretty well. If they focus this heavy down here, Zamperoni goes down, and they actually capped it really good. They shouldn't bleed players here, like Fish split in too long, and now the soldier's initiating by himself, which is kind of questionable as Foss gets piped down, and now it's pretty easy recap for Danish Noises, as they can just go onto Icewind because he's all alone on the right side. Goston notices that, but gets killed. Zodiac as well wasn't able to follow up, but blue team has kept the point, and now the counter aggression comes in again as Anus just got sniped. So that's 60% or even more, like that's 70% advantage in the hands of Icewind, as they are trying to get onto this point, just catching few pipes there, and they need bit more players forward, I guess, but Danish Noises are getting them away from that. No, there comes a bit of aggression. Starshot also has a really nice position in main, and they're taking a bit too long here. Goston is denying this cap again, like that. I don't know. I feel like Xenon did a bit more bad there than Danish Noises did good, but in the end, it's just 1 minute going in the favor of Danish Noises.
Yeah, they didn't really commit so much of a push there. However, as I say that, they are committing now as a Fool Uber comes in onto Fish, jumps forward. Gorston gets taken down by the follow-up from Chemo, and they're able to get onto the point now. Quick and swift cap there comes in. However, the stab onto Pendulum by Zodiac as he gets taken before getting taken down by Fish. It's in a D position for Danish Noises as they get ready to push across the point. Chemo going straight in, gets a nice denial there by Scrambled. However, I'm just doing huge work as well on the flank there with 7 kill streak before he gets taken down, and now both teams semi-strong, but Danish Noises are the ones who are going to be reigning supreme as they walk onto the point. They have more players ready to go, and they are getting ready to push this. They've almost got it. The Uber, in fact, comes out, something that Icewind doesn't actually have yet. They have to make sure to try and get Icewind if they've got any chance of this. Kirik just holding it by himself. That sentry going strong, very strong in fact, as he almost takes down Habib. Actually, Habib's just
really
going to survive there.
Now Danish Noises has like really bad health, and if Xenon just plow forward here with Chemo, they almost have charge. They can stay in their position. They shouldn't bleed players now. They should just get aggressive on left side, because Danish Noises are still holding close, and they're using a demo. Maybe Chemo can get in the tail end of that. Like you can see that. Oh, he gets killed by Zamperoni hiding on the corner there. Like the intention was good, but how they did that was a bit bad, as Zodiac gets denied by Foss, and they are capping that there, but they are bleeding a few players. Anus actually went down there. I didn't see where that happened, as the chase was nullified by the heavy as he gets taken down by Foss, and Vinegar goes down to Starshot, as Foss is assuming the left position. He was thinking about it, but is not happening, as 30% advantage for team right now as Zodiac is crossing the point.
Yeah, Xenon now in a fairly decent situation at the moment. They've got a lot of players up, in fact all their players up, playing fairly passive style here. Just going to maybe almost giving them the point here before going in on them. Stab from Zodiac, almost gets Pendulum, but he actually rotates in time and is able to pick off the pesky spy. pushing forward a little bit. It is Uber for Icewind. They are in a decent position here. He just has to keep himself alive. They're getting ready to push the point. Danish Noises, Demo playing very aggressive, scrambled, not actually able to do anything. In fact, he does get the force out though, and he's also going to be able to take down Zamperoni in that push there, but the medic is going to get out on 85% Uber. This is looking very good now for Danish Noises. If they can reconsolidate in time, they can do a lot of work. They only have 38 seconds left on the point here, but Icewind and Pendulum both survive. They're going to do their best to hold this down as best they can. Amongst that, Foz and Chemo on the flank doing a lot of work, takes down Hammock. Now they're playing very aggressive on the flank here. However, the Uber from Danish Noises getting to come out here. They've just pushed Grey across point. Gorston does go down and the force comes out as Foz, the bomb does get off, but gets him to use the Uber. This might be good here for Xenon if they can keep Icewind alive. They've got to be getting ready for a repush soon though, only 38 seconds.
Really good aggression there, also by Chemo picked up, scrambled, like they really scattered good there and forced blue team into a big position, and now the blue medic is Py-bun. He is a bit weakish, goes down. But yeah, like Xenon should be able to push this, except if pick classes do their things, which they can do on product. Also, Gorston just forced the Uber, and like I feel like Gorston is doing a lot on this map currently as he gets stabbed by Vinegar. So the red demo gets stabbed by a spy while he was Ubered, but not really anyone's game. They just need to focus the cap a bit, and left side, like red team needs to focus left side now and watch out for the pick classes that are just cleaning up everyone. But they get the cap. It should be hard to hold on to though, as the respawns for Danish Noises come in and they still have 3 picks in their favor as Habib, or yeah, he just jumped in and died. This was questionable, I guess. But now the jumps come in and they're actually doing... Oh, the force comes out there.
Yeah, good damage there from Fish there. It unfortunately isn't enough though, however, as they get the force, but cleverly put it onto the Pyro there, and they're able just to deny any access onto the point there, and we're just able to plonk ×3, and it was their game. That's the first round to Danish Noises now as we go live into the second one. It'll be Chemo straight onto the point, wasting no time, putting out early damage, does get picked off, body shot by Starshot, and looks like Xenon's got the majority of this. Habib gets picked off by Deity Scramble as well, going down. Foz also taking down Hammock, doing a lot of work in these mid-fights as Foz. He's got a very aggressive playstyle and it seems to be working in his favour, as looks like he's going to take down Zodiac as well. Gorston as well going down, now looking fairly strong for Xenon. They've just got to push some guys across the point here, and Starshot has backed off a little bit, so maybe they can start getting some men on that point there, but they're not really taking this opportunity, and Icewind falling very low. I think he's got his health back now. In fact, yeah, but
yeah, I know was
felt very low
shots
there.
A little bit there, like it was really close. He almost picked him off. I'm always critical on the combo, but the Xenon combo actually won the fight. Fish had a really good position, and he was also like really quick on the mid. Oh my! Spy class wins games. As Zodiac just took down Icewind, and now the jump comes in from Foz, but only 2 players up, 2 pick classes up for Xenon, so either they get a 9k now or it's going to heavily swing in the favor of Danish Noises, as Stretch has 100% advantage and they have all of their players up there in a really comfortable position. They could even hold forward, but they're not feeling comfortable, I feel like. Gorston is picking off with a Pyro Prem game sense of a seasoned veteran Vinegar, and they're kind of indecisive currently. Zodiac is picking up the sniper of Xenon, and Xenon is pushing in quite questionably. Like you can also really see questionable, like Foz is jumping in alone. Oh no, actually it was Fish as well, but the coordination there was so off. They're just bleeding 3 or 2 players all the time, and it's really not working out for them. I mean, it was a suicide wave, but they could have done it way better, in my humble opinion.
Definitely, yeah. They're wasting a lot of time now. They're only really half committing their players to a push here, and it is not working for them, just getting picked off by a very strong flank from Danish Noises, and looks like they might be committing now to a right side push, which is questionable within itself, but whatever, they're going to go ahead with it. They do manage to get Starshot to a nice pipe by Fish. Bomb comes in from Foz, getting a lot of damage down. Ain't a stretcher going down to a nice backstab by Vinegar. That's going to give that's going to flip the table completely, as it looks like now Icewind's going to hold onto that Uber. They're going to be able to walk straight onto the point here with no problem at all. However, they're playing into overtime at this point, so not looking too great. And
Oh,
they're going to have to hold on to this as best they
that
can.
was so close, Jesus Christ. Like, Ghosten was just having a little dance with Fish, and Fish went down to 2 HP, and an arrow from Icewind, who now has charge but dropped his sniper, saved the demo there, which was really crucial. Now Danish Noises has sniper advantage though, so they should get their players in, because they have this long range deny. They forced the Uber out of Icewind. Stretcher only on 60%, he's getting out safely, so this was just some dry bush to get... Oh, the Spike comes in to get the force, but you see, pick classes. Hello, pick classes win you dry pushes that you were actually only going for the force, but you get 5 picks anyway because of pick classes. And then you kept the point, and then you have a full Uber advantage and can probably hold forward. I don't know if they're like feeling comfortable, they should do that. Yeah, Scrambled is getting aggressive. Scrambled is also hitting like really good pipes this game, I noticed so far. And now they are going to surprise them on the right side. Fish gets taken down, Jedi as well. They lose Ghosten, but they got some key frags on the combo weakening them there, and now they have 70% advantage as time is in their favor. Almost 1 minute advantage for Danish Noises right now.
Yeah, now Xenon really got to be working to get some time on point. However, instantly cut short as Zodiac gets a good backstab onto Icewind. That's going to hold them even further. Now Stretcher on 100%, but he gets dropped by a lovely bomb from Force, taking down Hammock and the Blue Medic as well. Kirik also taking down Zamperoni. However, loads of frags on the other end as well. Both teams very weak at the moment, so now providing that Xenon can get some good respawns in, as they are, they're going to walk straight onto point here. Pendulum just all the work he can. Got to try and deal with that Spy. He does, in fact. Now they can just walk straight back onto point. The sentry goes down, and now Danish Noises have got nothing. Pendulum does get picked off by Starshot, but it's still looking very strong for Icewind, as he has a nice 30% Uber advantage. Can just hold back safely now. Now they really have everything to play for here. 2 minutes left for Xenon, and they're going to have to definitely put in a lot of effort here if they want to hold this. That's a good pick onto Starshot. It's going to secure a bit of security for Icewind. Aina is going down as well. It is back and forth frags today, ladies and gentlemen, and wow.
Yeah, Stretcher just got torn a new one, I guess, and like Ghost is doing so well on these denials. Oh, big pound from Scrambled, actually taking down a lot of key picks there. He got 3 frags, including Icewind and also Fish, and that just enables his team to go forward. I don't know, it was confusing to see a combo member carrying, you know, but he, like as I was saying, Scrambled is hitting his pipes, and Zamperoni is alone forward holding, which is a bit questionable right now, but Icewind is now, Stretcher's following up on Cliff. They can get jumped here, yeah, like the flank is coming in and this forward hold just gets completely crushed by main. And now just, wow, so many frags going on, Icewind going down as well, but should be easy recap for Xenon right now.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to be able to get the hang on to this for now, but 1 minute 20 left. And only 1 second now for Danish Noises. They're still looking fairly confident. Aina going in there kind of aggressively. Actually, I think gets a couple of picks before getting taken down, but it's not going to make much difference, as they still have more than enough players to hold this. Foz holding on that top area, putting out a lot of damage. He's been doing a lot of work this game, getting some incredible bombs, doing a lot of work on the flank for his team, pounding some good damage. But as I say that, coming out now for Danish Noises, and it's going to on to Scramble. He's not going to be able to get a lot down, however, as Jedi Flame Master doing a lot of work there, and most of the frags are going to come out from Habif, who followed up, taking down Chemo and Fish. Kirik as well going down, Jedi Flame Master as well, and now it's going to be a quick cap, and that's going to be 2-0 for Danish Noises.
Xenon had a really little window there. Like, I thought they would have gotten more crushed than they actually were, because they all went weak, but they all survived. But they didn't really, like, they had a bit time to group up and heal up. And Fish is always the first on mid by a countryman. Like, he's getting so good stickies. Now Foss initiates in Unscrambled and just completely annihilates him out of the air. As Jedi is also getting aggressive, gets picked off by Zamperoni though, as the ground belongs to Xenon right now. They can just hold this here a bit. Ghost is getting a bit too aggressive for my liking, so he gets killed off there by Chemo and just hands more number advantage in the hands of Xenon, as Starshot actually went down. I wanted to say he's a really good position there on Cliff, where his combo is holding. Right now though, Xenon can just... Oh, good pipe there on Scrambled, and like Chemo, you can really see how they follow up on their damage. This was really like nice to see. Eine gets picked off as well. They're doing good here. They're getting those kind of separated frags, and Gorsten goes flying again. I feel like Gorsten is playing a bit too aggressive at times here, as Starshot is still on cliff and they're trying to peek there and get like some juicy frags to enable them to initiate on the point as Starshot gets a kill onto Key-Wreck. I would say that's a big Key-Wrecked. And as the push comes in from the left side, Sticky Trap not quite.
Yeah, and the counter Uber is going to come out now. Going to look like it's going in favor of Xenon as the blue heavy almost gets caught off. However, he manages to get the pick onto both of them. Zamperoni's going wild, takes down Deity, Jedi Flame Master, and Icewind in that Uber exchange, which wasn't even in his favor. I don't know how he did that, but that was incredible. And now it's going to be a really quick and easy cap. Just put the entire team back into the respawn there without even without risking anything really, and they just got the point there. That was a really good act of aggression from Zamperoni, and it really worked in their favor. Foz there, playing on the right hand side there. We've seen him do a lot of work. He's got his eye on Scrambled. I can see it just now. Is he going to go for the bomb? No, he's not. Maybe. No, he's going to take it out actually by Starshot. I want to see him really pound into Scrambled there, but not this time. And now Xenon combo are pushing up nice and aggressively, not wasting any time at all as the conch comes out from Danish Noises. Is it going to be enough though, as they are having to back up a bit? The Uber comes out as well. Now Iceman's just got to play nice and far back. He's fairly weak. It looks like from an Uber with that Uber exchange, Iceman's going to hold 60% Uber if he can stay alive. Now Gorson playing in very aggressively does get taken down. I see what you mean, Domaytoe. He's really playing very aggressive. He's got a real vengeance and a real thirst for blood today, you could say. So I don't know whether that's the correct way of playing for Product, but then again, I'm no Pyromane, so what do I know?
He's doing a lot of space, so it's kind of working out for them. And actually the conch from Habib, I'm just going to call him like that, if is a nickname. You should use your real name, but just, I don't know, it saved them from getting crushed, and now it's a pretty good Uber actually, as Stretcher gets chased out of main. Unfortunately, Fish doesn't hit the pipes, but they get a lot of ground here and they just can secure this. Just kill players as Fish actually goes down, which could be kind of bad, but Chemo is already unscrambled again. Sadly beefing his shots a bit, he could have gotten the demo there. Pendulum gets picked off by Zodiac and Jedi goes down to Eine. So now number advantage and Uber advantage again for Danish Noises, as they just completely group up together and go forward. Good force there though by Foss. Forced by Foss. Okay, I can't make a wordplay out of that, but they are like getting really good aggression here right now, as 50% advantage go in the hands of Eit, and they are really rushed here to make this work as Scrambled creators with a bit of aggression there. That's the like correct play, but well, no, it's actually not the correct play. You should have stayed a bit passive there, because now it enables Xenon just to push in, as they don't have any denial whatsoever. And now Spy comes in. Spy gets caught out though. Oh, he's trying to stab him in the face. Isn't happening. But yeah, like still 100% for Icewind, as Stretcher actually went down. And it's looking fairly decent right now for Xenon. They could, as Jedi gets headshot, if they're not bleeding players, they can actually reserve the situation for them, because they're only 20 seconds behind and they still have full Uber advantage, 80%, as Starshot is getting into a prime position on left side. You need to watch out for him here.
Yeah, and as you say that, Fish gets taken down by Starshot before Deity returns the favour onto him, and no effort for Danish Noises is going to be a set, but not as much of a setback as no demo, as it looks like Scramble might be getting ready to push across the point here. They got to be committing something soon, as they are wasting a fair amount of time now, as the clock equalizes to about 50 seconds on each side at the moment. Habib gets taken down by Deity, doing a lot of work playing with that combo, and some denial from Jedi Flame Master. They're playing in a fairly comfortable position for Xenon at the moment. Fish playing quite aggressive, putting out some good work as well. Foz holding that flank, so it's looking fairly comfortable at the moment, maybe getting ready to commit to a push here from Danish Noises. There it is, there's the Uber out, but Zodiac, Scrambled both get taken down. Hammock as well, if it really matters, and only Chemo going down in the process there. And it looks like Habib, well, he's going to get Kirik, isn't going to make much difference. Starshot, Austin, both going down. It looks like they're going to hold on to this. However, Habib doing a lot of work, taking down Foz and Icewind. Maybe they can just scramble enough players to get on there. In fact, very nearly.
Yeah,
Scrambled, almost getting there, but get piped by a nice little flick shot there from Fish. So yeah, really nicely played there by Xenon in the end.
The winning play of Xenon was to force the Uber early, and then Stretcher actually was not committing to his demos, so Scramble died. And the key I found to Xenon winning here is to put so much pressure onto Scramble, which Chemo and Fish are doing, as Foss is already on him and kills him in main, so that's great initiation, as they can just take this entire ground here. Like Chemo is in, they're so weak there, but he doesn't have any support currently, but they got really good frags here. They should just collapse on them because they still have numbers, and they're still holding forward. Danish Noises, I don't know why they're doing that. I mean, Zamperoni is just getting arrowed all the time, but he goes down now. That should have been way quicker, as now the respawns come in again. Gorsten is doing his thing where he goes into a combo, but he survives. Fish goes down to Eine though, and as Xenon cap, but they're going... Ice also goes down to Zodiac. That's pretty bad, because now Danish Noises can just push onto the point with a full Uber advantage, with quick respawns, with everyone up, and they can... Oh!
Foz!
Good force there by Foss. Really strong play.
Foz doing all the work for his team today, getting countless amounts of forces and even a couple of drops as well. He picks onto Scrambled as well on basically every single mid-fight I've seen has put Xenon in the driving seat to basically win most of these mid-fights, so real shout out to him. He's a star player of this match, but is it really going to be enough? Hard to tell at the moment, as Eine just comes in and just takes down Icewind without a care in the world. Wow, this is UGC Platinum in 2017, ladies and gentlemen. Anyhow, looks like that Stretcher's going to hold on to his Uber charge once again. That delightful force was all for nothing, but it looks like they're going to be pushing up onto the right side here through stairs. Xenon maybe trying to put a little bit of pressure on to the point here, as they are actually finally getting out of spawn, but they're wasting a lot of time as there's only 2 minutes left for Danish Noises. They could quite comfortably hold this. A stab onto Habib from Vinegar is going to maybe do something for the flank, but I don't think it's going to be enough. And they're going to have to try and look towards getting a more important pick here. Foz goes straight in for the next bomb, trying to follow up there. He gets blasted into the air. I don't think he's going to be able to get anything. However,
really nice
Chemo just pushes across with Foz. Foz uses the distraction, and Chemo is able just to push across the point, able to do so much work. Stretcher actually went down as well, and now Icewind's going to be in the driving seat with the Uber at 75%, and looking very strong for Xenon, as they can just re-establish themselves onto the point. Maybe they should be opting to play a little bit more aggressive, but that's their decision, and it's kind of been working a bit more in their favour recently. But for now, Pendulum and Fish playing kind of aggressive over the point here. Deity, playing on that rock there, so we've got a fairly passive hold from Xenon. Danish Noises, meanwhile, playing on this cliffside by the looks of it. Nice stab by Vinegar onto...
Scramble goes down again.
Shot.
Like I say, they're focusing Scramble good, but I have to say Scramble is putting himself into so weird positions since the beginning of last round. He's just constantly dying because he's getting focused and he's not playing together with his mid. And now the pick classes from Xenon are turning up. Like Vinegar has gotten some good stabs on Starshot, and Zodiac is going down without having too much carry impact, as I think we go into a pass. And yeah, this is the key factor of Xenon pulling this back right now. Scrambled is a bit like the Danish Noises combo is to separate it, and you know how it is. Pick classes are inconsistent at times. The best pick classes are consistently wrecking everything. It's pretty unfair maybe to say they're being inconsistent, but I just mean that they are not carrying constantly, basically. And I'm also seeing a disturbing lack of switch of Medigun. I've just installed this HUD layout so I can see people switching Mediguns, and they're still both on Uber, and they still haven't switched in almost 4 rounds of product right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's fairly common to see a gimmicky crits play every now and then on product, so maybe we'll see it from Danish Noises if I was to anticipate anyone using it, just due to the fact that it looks like that they're have taken a turn for the worse in terms of their cohesion here. So maybe something of a playstyle change up might be what they need to try and sort out this clear problem here, because currently Xenon have just stepped up really nicely after going 2 rounds down. They've taken back the 3rd round, and they're now in the driving seat for the 4th. Yeah, so really excited to see how that plays out. But currently, if we kind of analyze the map as it is currently now, looking even more strong for Xenon, you can just see how well they are holding at the moment. They've got their flank set up. They've got a Kirik on the flank there. Foz, I'm not sure where he is, but I think he's playing on the flank somewhere. Or and you've also got Chemo there playing on the right-hand side. Meanwhile, you've got a good setup. You've just got this very strong line of defense, and providing that they can keep Starsh under control and they can keep Zodiac under control, I think they can hold this for a while here. Meanwhile, Danish Noises going to be holding on the cliffside, maybe getting ready for a force of some description. However, Stretcher on 70%, so he might be able to see something soon as we do go live again. Back to it again. Good denial there from that. Starshot gets taken down straight away by Vinegar, and now it's looking fairly strong for Xenon as they go in fairly aggressive here. They take down Gorston from a good shot by Deity, and the force comes out from Danish Noises, countered by Xenon onto Jedi Flamemaster. Doesn't actually do that much work. Finally, Zamperoni going down. However, Pendulum going down on the other side by a good stab by Zodiac.
Yeah, like Xenon are definitely pulling this back big time. Just if you pull up the logs, like the scoreboard, you just can remember that for eternity that both snipers are actually bottom scoring, and I just was a bit critical because I felt like only Deity was really getting only Starshot was getting focused, but I think they also got good denial on the sniper on the other side. But Vinegar is definitely like pulling his weight right now, just killing Starshot all the time. Starshot is really weak as well, like he's only constantly out of the fight as Vinegar gets piped in midair and just craters from that, which was a bit unlucky there. But yeah, like Ubers are pretty much equal, as I don't actually can see the time because of this nice pause, but I think it should be like they only need to cap once. I think Xenon only need to cap once, and they should be in a quite the comfortable position, as the next Uber exchange will probably decide this map.
Yeah, they've got about 44 seconds on the timer left. 51 for Danish Noises, and Danish Noises is currently holding the point, as we know. Gorston gets picked off by Vinegar before going down himself by a nice pipe by Scrambled, and looks like now Xenon are wasting no time trying to get across that point. The Uber comes out from Xenon, countered by Stretcher, and it looks like this is going to go in favour of Danish Noises here, getting taken onto Iron. Doesn't actually get much done with it. Scramble gets taken down along with Jedi Flamemaster. Chemo going down as well. Looks like all these frags coming in for Danish Noises. Looks like they're going to be holding on to this for now, but the repush coming in. Fish is eager to get some damage out, but Gorston doing so much work in denial. Just WM1s down Icewind, and Stretcher going down as well to a good stab by Vinegar. No one was watching him as Gorston went forward and took the Red Medic life. He kind of failed his duties in protecting his own medic, and now both medics are going to be respawning at roughly the same time here. But I don't know if there's going to be enough time for them to leap park onto point. Foz gets taken down, Chemo as well. So many frags coming in favour of Danish Noises right now. However, a few and fourth frags, as so many people are dying right now. I can't even call out at the right time, but it looks like this is going in favour of Danish Noises quite heavily, as their combo is able just to survive there and walk back onto the point and reaffirm control. And Zamperoni ends up just walking across that point, doing a lot of work there, and that is now 3-1 to Danish Noises.
Yeah, it was. Again, I have to say it was a bit hard for Xenon there to come back, because Gorston pulled this like nice play, because Pyro is a difficult class that works for it. But there, you could see how the aggression worked out in the right time, because the problem there was Fish needed to pull a lot of miraculous pipes there, because he was basically alone against 4 players, and Gorston could walk forward. Like, he just got one reflect, and then he could just WM1 into the combo, and then they had 20 seconds to push, which is actually enough time. They just have to YOLO on the point, as the cool kids say, but they kind of went off a bit too separated there, as we are already going live, so these gamers are hungry for frags.
Keen beans indeed, Domaytoe, as we go into the second half now. So UGC, if anyone doesn't know, plays a little differently to how it's played in ETF12, in the sense that it's first to 4, but split up into 2 rounds, potentially 3, but it's only going to go to 2. And now it's to 4, so Danish Noises just need this to win. As far he goes and takes down Stretcher and Scrambled, as he has done repetitively every single time. Starshot as well. Wow, what is this man made of? He's an absolute god today. What a pounder, what an absolute legend. And this is just going to instantly clear up the point for Xenon, putting them straight in the driving seat for this next round. Hammer getting taken down, Sentry's just getting taken down by Foz as well, and looking very, very strong indeed for Xenon, as they're playing kind of aggressive now. The flank there on the right hand side, the bomb from Habib coming in, almost takes down Icewind, doesn't manage to get the follow-up rocket, and Icewind's going to be able to back the 100 health, but nonetheless they're pushing across the point there. Habib is down, Scramble too, Pendulum going down in return, but Gorston gets picked off as well. But now they're walking across the point. They need to actually contest this. In fact, they are going to use Uber, which is a questionable decision, but they have to try and get this medic now at this point. But it looks like Kimo's just going to make a beeline for it. He's going to have to face Scrambled, however, and he's so keen. He gets it though. He gets the
TF.
In fact, he gets
MG.
He takes down Stretcher nicely. Zodiac and Scramble both go down as well, looking even stronger now for Xenon than it ever has done. And now they've already taken a point off, and they've got nothing to worry about this
Jedi
round.
is just showing what his MGE skills are made of with the flare gun. The biggest pound. Like I wasn't critical on this. Like I really liked that they repushed there with the Uber, as this was basically just initiated by Icewind's really nice surfing there when Demo jumped in. Scrambled is getting pressured again, and P is on the combo as Vinegar goes in and backstabs the medic, as he was P down, but it doesn't matter. Backstab is just instant kill anyway. Ghost is really lit on the right side as he gets picked off by Chemo, and 80% advantage now for Xenon, as they are like blue team hasn't even kept the point yet, so big comeback. My prediction cannot go correct anymore, but I still trust as Chemo wins the big MGE against the mini sentry, and Aina also gets kicked out as Scramble jumps in and gets the force out. It's not the worst thing in the world, as Stretcher gets killed by Deity. I think that's a Russian, and I think he's on sniper, so it's a hacker, but it's fine. You get the frags.
Yeah, and so really good plays there by Xenon. However, Jedi Flame Master, Fish, and Foz all going down as well in that counter there, and they're not actually dealing with Iron, who's just tickling the point there and actually getting it halfway capped. He is going to have to back up though, as he does fall quite and realizes none of his team are there to back him up. But now they're back across the point. Now is the time when they can shine. Kimo actually manages to get a pick on the Scramble before going down himself. Pendulum taking down Gorston as well. So they actually managed to get a few good picks as they held that for the last few moments there. Maybe getting ready to do a repush there. However, Kiri gets picked off by Starshot with a nice body shot. And Zamperoni still holding that clip there, which is a fairly good place to hold there. Pendulum goes down. Might slow down the repush here. However, they don't seem to be wasting any time, as they're just going to be lining for the point there. They're getting it straight away. Only 30 seconds left, looking very strong. However, Habib doing a lot of damage there on that rock. Actually managed to get out alive as well, and the repush is imminent now for Danish Noises. Stretcher though, getting stabbed once again by Vinegar. They've really been laying into him today. And wow, Vinegar's just really been focusing Stretcher really nicely,
yeah,
and it's been paying off. Honestly, been paying off really well.
I think he's focusing Starshot, he's focusing Starshot so much, and the key also to this is just Chemo. Chemo is going absolutely mental in the best kind of way. He's literally two-shotting Scrambled whenever he gets close, or something like this denial on Scrambled. Now Soto jumps in onto Icewind do the dodges, and Fish pipes him in the face, point blank. And yeah, like as I was saying, Kimon's just doing so much, and Vinegar is just denying Starshot really well currently, as now it's a really bad position for Danish Noises, as they need to push into an entire team, and yeah, Stretcher gets killed early, and that's an easy comeback round for Xenon.
Yep, it's not going to happen this time round for Danish Noises, not just yet, as Xenon get a very confident second point. So now running at 3-2, I believe, yeah. And going to be still match point for Danish Noises, but the comeback is perhaps on for Xenon as instantly they push across the point and Scramble goes down once again. He's never able to stay alive for these mid-fights here. I'm not 100% sure why they are managing to take down Foz this time round. Deity and Keem are both going down as well, so it might finally be going in favour of Danish Noises for the first time. The first mid-fight I've seen this match. Danish Noises have the superiority here. Starshell gets the pick onto Fish, so that's pretty much going to finalise here, but the Force comes out. Not sure how, maybe by Vinegar. I saw him on the backlines there, and the Force is going to come out there. They're not going to be able to get anything of it. And it looks like Icewind, who held onto his Uber, now is going to have about an 70-80% advantage. They're going to definitely be wanting to do something with this, and they should have no trouble taking this back. They've just got to be able to get their players into there as Foz going through the connector, going to try and get some maybe work done there. He's pushing out onto the flank. They're pushing across onto point as well, and they've just walked straight across the point in there. Uber comes out finally. Someone needs to deal with Zamperoni though. Finally gets dealt with. And Hammer going down as well, scrambled. Manager does actually survive playing on that cliff by himself. Stretcher, however, has a good advantage at this point, so now perhaps the driving seat may fall into Danish Noises' hands. And that is if Stretcher can survive for this long. Chemo doing a lot of work actually, and a very vile distraction as Vinegar actually takes down Stretcher once again. I feel like I've said that so many times this match.
Yeah, and I feel like the counter. Oh my, Icewind. Was that a drop? I think this was such a pipe by Scrambled, and now the aggression just comes out. Even though Jedi is still there, and he's practiced MG for that, he gets killed though. So comfortable cap there for Danish Noises, as the Ubers should pretty much be equal, like 10% advantage only for the blue team, and. I'm still seeing comeback because the combo fight is looking quite well for Xenon. You can always see like Icewind looking for Chemo, just wanting to get him into the fight and everything, and I really feel like Habib and just the flank as Starshot goes down, which is a key pick. They can even dry push if they choose to do so. As the jump comes in by Habib, and as I just wanted to say, he's jumping in alone all the time. That's what I wanted to say before. Like, he doesn't actually. Sometimes Scramble jumps in, okay, but as Fish gets butter knifed, I guess. But I feel maybe they are not coordinating well enough, or they're just getting not enough done. But either way, it's a bit too critical to say as they go into the number, time and Uber advantage as Deity gets stabbed by Zodiac. But I feel like they could be way more effective if they coordinate, as the next push by Xenon should come in quite soon.
Yeah, Xenon really needs to make a move at this point. Foz trying to make something that I think he actually does get the Force, so that's going to be very important now for Xenon if they can just keep their players alive. And in fact, they're doing more than that. They're getting a double backstab onto Scrambled and Starshot as well, with only Deity and Vinegar going down in response there. Looks like they are going to be pushing across the point there, wasting no time. Uber comes out. Gorston getting a pretty decent Force actually. I didn't think they had to use that, but Gorston playing massive gets that Force out, and it's going to be time string up. Playing on the backline behind the barricade, he actually gets caught out by a bombing Foz, and he is not going to last long. He is put back into the respawn queue, and now the driving seat is back into Xenon. They are able to hold this point here. They do have to hold it for 2 minutes though, and there's going to be a minor Uber advantage for Stretcher here. Now see if they can make anything of it. Currently just sentries being picked off. The bomb's going to come in, double bomb in fact. Is it going to do anything? It's so many picks actually, but Foz, it's going to be Foz that gets the pick onto Habib, Gorst, and Scrambled, and someone a Pendulum going down as well. So many frags, but it's going to go into favour of Xenon if they can just stop Iron from capping the point, and they do. He gets picked off by Chemo, and that's a really good. There was a really very well coordinated double jump there from Danish Noises, but an equally productive and far superior jump there from.
Yeah, I will come back to this suicide wave after the Uber exchange, and they haven't kept the point. Hello, you need to un-Uber to cap the point, and now Zamperoni gets stabbed by an Uber. The air pipe on Icewind doesn't kill him though, as it gets back into the hands of Xenon again. Like, should be short-lived for Danish Noises. They capped this, and which was kind of questionable. But I wanted to say. Danish Noises, you said they jumped in together, and they showed that you can fail a suicide wave big time, even if you jump in together, because they had no information on where Icewind was. He was on the right side and they all jumped main. So even if you jump in together, you should maybe know where the medic is, as they're just exchanging frags here, so that's fine. Snappers peeking each other on the right side of the point. Starshot against Deity, let's see who can get the upper hand. Ghost is so aggressive and again just gets killed. Bit of questionable as Starshot actually gets the better out of Deity. Scrambled is getting aggressive right side alone again and dead to Jedi. But it's equally worse, just contest, yeah, which is what they are doing. They are getting in good shape here now. They're actually bleeding a bit of players. That's Xenon, that is not that good. Fish needs to pull a lot here, and he's against a heavy close range, just gets killed. That's unfortunate. They're Plat players there. They still have time to do this though. It's fine.
Definitely, yeah. With 5 seconds left, really, they can really well coordinate something as they instantly Foz gets another pick onto Stretcher. And yeah, now he isn't done yet. He wants Zamperoni as well. Don't know if he's going to be able to get him. He's getting so many shots onto him, but he's eating his darn sandwich, and he's going to get taken down. Wow, sandwich so OP as Zamperoni just walks back onto the point there without a care in the world, and he is just going to get an absolutely annihilation streak on. He's just not stopping. Finally gets taken down by Fish. Now they need to commit someone to the point there. He's just done a job of just single-handedly holding off the point. And now his team are going to regroup and pushing onto the point. Falls straight in, no time. Dretcher goes down. However, it looks like it's falling superior for Danish Noises. And yeah, I don't think they're going to be able to hold this one off there. And there it is. There's the final point there, making it 4-2 for Danish Noises. They are going to take this victory for Koth Products in Week 6. UGC, Highlander Platinum.
Yeah, chando, your prediction was wrong.
Oh no, actually, no. You said I had to re-predict, so I said Danish Noises because I love Denmark.
Oh yeah.
Danish Noises won. I'm right. I'm holding that one. Yeah.
It was a bit sad to see because I don't know. The last 30 seconds that Xenon played were just pure DM as they picked up good frags, but the problem was. Yeah, in such a desperate time, desperate measures, and just DM focused midpoint where no team gets charged anyway. It's just 50-50 at times, and this time Danish Noises won the 50-50. It was still a close game. I don't know. I feel like it's interesting to see because I praise Xenon so much in their pushes, but Danish Noises still won, and I think we should take a quick look on the logs because we actually didn't have time to do that from the first round as well. So just, I don't know, do things with numbers and just say how they say nothing about the game.
Yeah, so a quick look at the first half here quickly. Standout players, wow, the Danish Noises flank, holy moly. Hein going 41-17. That is incredible. And I mean, honestly, I didn't see Habib do that much personally, but it showed in the logs as he goes second in at 31-23. But I mean, it is Einar that whole game. He was 10 kills above anyone on the logs there, ladies and gentlemen. So real shout out to that player. I haven't seen him in a while. It looks like he's made a comeback, and he's come into it stronger than ever by the looks of it because he's just on an absolute pound spree right now. Starshot as well doing a lot of work for Danish, 30-16. When you compare that to Deity, who only went 20-22. However, Deity getting a lot of key picks in my opinion, and Starshot maybe going for the quantity of picks there. However, I think overall Deity's picks were probably more important. He was getting a lot of good picks onto the medic and onto scrambled and whatnot. So he has to be keeping in mind. Chemo as well, 30-24 there on 350 DPM. So actually putting out more damage than Einar, but still getting 11 kills less. So take that as what you will. But yeah, we'll quickly jump into the second one real quick and. Let's bring these up. It's obviously a shorter match, but this time Chemo turns up big time, going 60-8 and a 431 DPM. Fish as well with 159 DPM. That's incredible. And yeah, it was a shorter game, so maybe you're expecting some slightly higher damage outputs. But if you compare it to his first He actually, I take that back. He went 546 in the previous round as well. So he's been a huge damage output, and it goes back to what I said at the start of this match, Domaytoe, that regardless of how well Xenon seemed to do, it's always Fish just pounding with the DM. He's on Pound Town at the moment. He's been a long time, and I think he'll be there for a lot longer. He's a very incredible demo, and very much keeps his team performing at a very good standard regardless of the overall outcome of the game.
Yeah, what you were just saying, I was just literally looking at the first round, which is really weird because literally everyone had so many assists. I don't know if I've actually ever seen so many assists on almost every class. This is really weird to see. Normally I don't look at assists because you only get frags matter. No, but what you can see is literally, if you look at the first 5, you just have to look at the first 5 players on the first round and the first 4 on the second, and you can see how locks don't tell anything about the game. Because in the when the Danish Noises kept 3 points, they had 4 players on top there, so big frags for them, way more frags than on the other team. Actually, like 30 more frags. And in the second round, though, where they only had to cap once, it was literally Chemo, Fish, and Foss topping the scoreboard, and they still lost. Like, people always talk about locks, but there's so much more than locks. Sorry, just don't like locks.
Oh yeah, of course.
But yeah, what I wanted to say in general, like for Xenon, just to wrap this up, Chemo kills Scrambled, they win. Vinegar kills Starshot, they win. And Flank goes huge for Danish Noises. Scrambled kills lots of players, and Danish Noises wins. Amazing game mode. Good map.
Absolutely, yes. And so I think that's pretty much going to do it for this week, ladies and gentlemen. It's been an absolute pleasure to cast this map. Tune in next week, same time, Mondays at 21 European time, for another round of UGC going into week 7. We are getting ready for the playoffs. It's going to be great. We're going to be covering the entire thing up until the finals, moving straight into ETF2L Highlander. I do believe we're covering that as well. So some really exciting stuff coming up in the not too distant future. I have been Chando, Widman, Domaytoe, and a big shout out to Wiethoofd on production, and of course, thank you for Chriscast for covering this entire season of UGC. We've been doing a really good job here, so make sure you stay tuned there. Anyway, guys, it's been great. Peace out.